Hey everybody. I don't know where you guys are located, but we had some phenomenal weather. After the storm, the cleanse. Okay. One of those days where I was, for various reasons, I was trying not to get caught in the rain, right? But when I say sometimes you just gotta get caught in the rain, that's just what it is. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. That's what I'm getting. Yes. Cleanse away, raise your vibe. You meet interesting people. I always meet interesting people in the rain or hiding from it or, you know what I mean, taking shelter. So don't avoid storms. Amazing things come out of them. We just cleansed away a bunch of this crap. Yeah, see? It went right back. This storm, this tower, right? Oof, that's potent. Yeah, because somebody was outside, throwing tricks and shit, doing a little thing. And the universe said, I got something for you. Watch this. Because they don't like this carefree energy that the divine collective is in. The Fool to the Page of Wands. See? And they was like, okay, look, they did some stuff to try to trip you up. And look at this storm. Came through and eradicated. Still winning. Still carefree and fancy. I like it. I like it. I always welcome the rain, as you should too. All right, Holy Spirit, what you got? The cleanse after the storm, because it truly was. Look, justice. All's gonna be well and balanced, fair. Ooh, and look, there will be people being held up, whether in spiritual court or man's court. Oh yeah. This feels mental, psychological, like somebody's thoughts are being bound up for their malicious intent. Look, oh, I'm really getting spiritual court big time. Yeah, for that right there. The I feel like the storm was a telltale sign. It's like a sign from the heavens, and now they're all freaking out. Nine of Swords to the Knight of Wands. Right. It's building momentum. I feel it's giving sweeping. Feels like it's just the start of something. Ooh, there's a lot more water coming. As I say that, I cut the deck to the Ace of Cups. I mean that. Like, I'm getting a very wet, rainy situation. It's metaphorical, but it's also literal because what it does is it forces people who should not be outside into areas where they have to take cover and shelter. These are just folks who were running around looking for opportunities to make a quick come up, things like that. Interesting. People, lawyer. Ooh, I never got that with the hangman, but under this context, in this context, it's giving loitering. You know, people who just hang around for the sake of hanging around. Right, look, this storm is a telltale sign of the battle that was won over the spiritual warfare that had been waging. It's a win for high priestesses everywhere. It's a sign. You know that. You know how you communicate with the universe. Love, joy, celebration, little OMG, and always in the truth. Okay. Show up. Yeah. Expect a lot of cooperation. Two of Cups, full. Very much so. These are people who just like to, watch you coming and going. You know what I mean? Just looky loot energies is what I'm getting. Oh yeah, they've had look, they've had quite enough of this. The Wheel of Fortune, Judgment. We have the Queen of Pentacles, right? But we have the Devil, and then we have the Star. See, these are the energies that are roaming around. These it's crazy. Some of them you would not even suspect that they were up to these sorts of antics, but they are. They absolutely are. You know, you're cordial enough in passing, but you know exactly. Yeah. Ooh. Over this upcoming weekend, you're gonna notice like funeral processions in your area. That's a sign. Yeah. Ooh. Look, Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, the World, Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. See, after the storm, everything's cleansed away, everything's as it should be. You should see your manifestations coming in rapidly. Rapidly. Think positive thoughts, set out on a new adventure. Yes, look. You're gonna witness in real time how balanced and even kill everything is becoming. Temperance to the King of Swords. Seriously. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Right. The next, it's the summer season will be great, is what I'm getting. Oh, yeah. Highly protected. It will be peaceful. It will be productive. There's a paternal figure that is guarding you from the other side, that is assuring that you will have peace and tranquility. Could be our Heavenly Father for sure. But for some, there are lots of different types of guardian angels. Some people do more in spirit than they will ever do for you in life. And so, hey, it's fine. Yeah. That energy is literally gathering up the rebel rousers and quieting them down. Yeah. They're saying you won't have any more trouble out of these low vibrational people. I'm even getting the assistance of law enforcement upping their patrols and activity. It's been too much of the Ten of Swords. People just doing reckless things out of boredom. They're identify the problem with the sun, and they are taking action. They might be tired, but listen, there is a plan, and you're going to be very, very happy with the plan. Is what I'm getting. You didn't seen one too many things. You will have peace. Well, I know that's right. There's a cooperation. It feels macro. It feels like a global cooperation for the objective of peace. Hangman, Two of Cups. Yeah, there's a surrendering action. I even get the energy of truce because I really do feel like people are losing folks in association with the low vibrational attacks they've been doing for sure. Truce. Can it be trusted? We don't know. We take it day by day, right? 555. They're huge, huge changes. Not to mention double eights. Okay. 11 is a 2 and a high priestess is a 2. Yeah, man. They like, watch me. Watch me. Uh. Now watch me with it. Now watch me, name. Wow. 10 of Cups energy. Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups. Wow. I feel like your wishes, your wants are not selfish. And that's why you were getting this, okay, let's work with them. I feel like your energy is exactly the change that is needed to combat. I keep seeing it. This energy. It keeps trying to poke out from the bottom of the deck. Right. You're strong enough to help them turn the tides in this dynamic. Yeah. It's so funny. You're worthy of their protection because you're aware. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. They can tell by how you speak, how you move, your assuredness. Look, we saw the Emperor. Look who's here. Empress, Chariot, and here's the Lovers. Okay? This is high vibrational cooperation. Yeah. Big time. Big time. The energy is like they've been waiting for a person, right? To come in and be the storm. And that's what I'm getting. Whoever you are, look. 8 of Cups, Magician, Temperance. Truly, they've been waiting. Look. 7 of Pentacles, and there's a Hermit. Watching and waiting, watching and waiting, watching and waiting for this. Where'd the Fool just go? Sorry. For someone, like someone real, who could deal with all of this, right? The 10 of Swords, and implement change based upon true practicality and life experience. Oof. Yeah, there's that Tower again. See? They've been waiting. Now they'll move on your behalf. Wow. Most people run away. They don't stand and fight. 7 of Swords to the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you stay and fight. So they like, all right, let's do it. Look. Ace of Swords. You're worthy. You're worthy. You don't need rescuing, right? And most people, that's why they run, because they like feel like they're in over their head. And you like, no, I'm put my head down. I'm here for it. Look. Somebody's good for the cause. Yeah, like big, big, big time with the tables turning. Big time. Wow. Okay. That's dope, guys. So your adversaries are being held accountable and being brought into spiritual jail. But also there's an element of real. Because again, we live in a mirrored reality. So things, as you think it, therefore that it is, right? Look, I know what I'm talking about. High Priestess. Yeah, that's a prediction right there. The 3 of Wands, mark my words. It's a prediction. Alright, Holy Spirit. After the storm, everything has been cleansed away. Aww. I see the returning of some divine blessings and gifts, talents, maybe even suppressed talents. Be on the lookout for that. Okay, whatever that is. Via dreams for some of you. Anyway, next message. 3 of Pentacles. Six of Swords. 7 of Swords. Oh, 5 of Swords. That's a Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. I need to let you know there's some weird shit, right? But you cool. You protect it. Alright. Hold on. exactly lit. Justice, and then there's the star. See, there's a lie in the middle of all of this. This is some shit you need to be aware of that is going on behind the scenes. Okay? Hierophant, Judgment, Seven of Cups, and then there's the Queen of Swords. Okay? This could be pertaining to your family and something tangible that belongs to you. Okay? There is a lie at the center of all of this. All of this is a part of, it's a fated event, right? It's not fated, it's destined. Okay? With the star, the Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay? There's a lot of people involved in this, is what this feels like. But there is a lie at the center of this. This is something these people did not want you to find out about. I feel like it's depravity, like whatever that means. I immediately saw and heard the love of money in my mind's eye. Seven of Wands, Devil, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, hold on, let me slow down. Somebody tried to set you up big time, and they were really, really determined. And this is not something that's new. This is something that has been slow, methodical, and ongoing. Okay. I'm looking at least Four Pentacles out here, so to me that could represent up to, yeah, look, in Four Pentacles. This is about money also that has been held back from you. That old chestnut, it is what it is, but there's up to four people who have done things in cooperation with one another to hold this, keep this away from you. Okay, world. It's interesting because as much as all of this has been going on, this is also making me feel like the type of game stalking. You've still succeeded. You're still with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So funny because somebody who has been observing you, they're in some type of regret. You don't know this person whatsoever, but for whatever reason, they are heavily. Oh, this even could be a passed on maternal grandmother with the Empress showing up, Four Swords, right? But there is someone also, unbeknownst to you, has a vested interest in seeing you progress. It makes me feel like that the energy we were picking up on in the earlier reading, where someone wants to make sure what is due to you gets to you, but you don't know them. You've never met them. They're just in a position to make it happen. Again, it makes me feel like divine inspiration, like this person is being moved on your behalf, but by divine inspiration. Yeah, as I say that, there's the Eight of Wands to the Six of Pentacles. See, I said I was going back and forth between destined and fated, and here's the Wheel of Fortune. So it is both. It is both a destined, fated event in your life. Okay, if this resonates with you, okay. Yeah. See, I feel like this person, yes, they accepted the mission, the assignment to do this, but at the same, that's because they're in this high vibrational divine masculine energy. There's the sun. They saw something, and I feel like they saw that you might have even needed an ally, a friend, a supporter. Expect communication from this person. I mean that. In some capacity, expect to receive some sort of message, some sort of communication about this group of people and what they have done to you in a very shadowy, sinister aspect. There's the Tower. Yeah, it's sick. Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords, Five of Wands. It really is sick. I don't think you'll ever be able to see these folks the same again. Yeah, they really tried to hurt you. More than just emotionally, my love, okay? Somebody really, yeah, because that Queen of Swords is exactly the representation. This was the combination. Queen of Swords and the Emperor from prior. Interesting. Wow. Oh yeah. High Priestess, Ace of Swords. I am absolutely telling the truth. Okay. Oof. It's gonna blow your mind. I feel like you're gonna go to bed and you're gonna wake up and things are gonna be so different. You should already feel the shift in the energy, by the way. Again, after the storm, right? You've been in this storm. Wait, do I want to do that? Yeah, that's fine. After this storm, right? You've been in, right? Sometimes it feels like you were in the eye of the storm and things were a little calm or whatever, And then every so often you would be made aware that no, there's still a hurricane, category 5, raging around you that you have to navigate. Look, didn't I just say category 5? Look, King of Swords, 5 of Wands. Just saying. So, Holy Spirit, what other messages? Aww. Ace of Pentacles. Great way to start. They want you, when you walk outside every day, to just be open to opportunities just literally landing in your lap right now. Like, that's the sort of high vibrational energy we've stepped into. Look at this. Own it, claim it. Like, your power, your energy, right? But you have to take action to go after these opportunities. This is not like divine feminine energy where you're like you're receptive and you're passive. No, this is an action oriented energy to where the universe is like, here you go, but you have to like go towards it. You can't just sit on this throne. You want, yes, the Ace of Swords, you won't have to go towards it. Okay. Don't rest on your laurels. As you will regret it if you don't seize the opportunities as they come in. You will regret it. I'm seeing that. Okay, it's not a setup. You got to have that same willpower and determination that you've had. That's been there. You know what I mean? We learn to oscillate through energies, but it's time to tap in by any means necessary. You're trying to achieve these goals. You're trying to get the common water, et cetera, et cetera. Now it's time to utilize all of that. See, you go from the energy of the feminine, which is darkness, wet, passive, to you got to come on up to this light. You got to get proactive, okay? Don't be fooled. Don't be overwhelmed. Just pick something and go towards it, okay? And that's why I said don't be fooled, don't be overwhelmed, because look, Nine of Swords. It will balance out, it will work in your favor, but you must go towards it, okay? And I feel like say less, and that way people can't trick you out what it is you are contemplating on. And I feel like you need to pay attention to who's behind you, because I feel like there's somebody close to you. This person's tricky. You know who they are. I feel like this person could be a Capricorn sun, but there's the energy of sabotage. They want you to seriously find a little quiet spot, contemplate, you know, really ponder on some shit. Like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What opportunities? Da, 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 da. Because, again, the gateways are open to you. The doors of abundance are open to you. Like, your roads are open, is what I'm seeing here. And so, think towards it, act towards it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you really have hit a beautiful milestone. You're going to have to, go fuck it up quite a bit right now to get out of the passive energy that the feminine archetype, is that the right word? Archetype? Yeah, embodies. Like you're gonna have to get up. Mm-hmm. Put some effort into it. Go after it. I'm not kidding. Go after it. You want to find that energy, tap in, find that fervor. Go. Mush. Like the Iditarod. Mush. Yo, I don't know. You race dogs? What? What is that? Really? Alright. Whatever. Meet day. Open for opportunities. Advancement. Mm-hmm. To go towards your passion. Go pursue your destiny, your purpose. You know, follow that star. Follow that north node. The money gonna follow you. Okay? Don't worry about it. Just start making slow, steady, methodical steps towards it. Oh, my condolences. I just saw there might be a very tragic end to a loved one. I do offer my condolences. You might have had a nightmare or a dream about this. Nine of Swords. Ooh. A double coming to collect is what it is. Like, no, for real. See, it's the same. Person of high, person of high, person. Right. Nine of Swords. They're afraid because the double's coming to collect. They know it. Look. Tower, Sun, Nine of Cups, because they know what they were hoping, wishing, and praying for. So emotionally invested into seeing a certain outcome. And look, the spirit has already told them that this work that they sent out was going to find their way back. And now they're scared to death. They don't even want to close their eyes. Yeah. They're not trying to hear it. Because I feel like they paid a real pretty penny for this. See the emotional investment. Queen of Cups. Two of Wands. Page of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Four of Swords. High Priestess. Then there's a Four of Cups, right? The ethers rejected the offering of you, collective, right? They said, no, it can't happen. I'm looking at Temperance. But that energy still has to be balanced out, right? Ten of Pentacles. Then the dark worker, light worker cards are stacked on top of each other with the Two of Wands. I mean, not the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. What you send out has to go somewhere. There's no running from this, is what I'm getting. Yeah. It's a signed spiritual contract. Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. And even though someone absolutely told them that you were too powerful to protect it, to be sacrificed in this manner, they still did it anyway. They didn't believe that you truly are anointed, that you truly are chosen. They thought this strength energy was a joke. Thought it was like myth, like some shit, a story you're told in your childhood. No one really told them what to expect when it comes to dealing with a real deal, legitimate magician, alchemist. Seven of Wands, Justice. The universe backs you because you don't misuse your talents and your abuses. I mean, your talents and your gifts. You don't abuse them like this person does, and they know it. They just couldn't accept that you are the embodiment of all of these things. It's truly rare. I get that. Most people, you know, hold on to one major arcana type energy, one archetypal energy, instead of understanding that we are multifaceted and that we are going to oscillate through different parts of this journey, God willing. As we learn, we grow. As we grow, we progress. Yeah, now this person's world is like literally ending because they attempted to sacrifice someone who truly is in Christ consciousness. And they're trying to run from it, seven of swords, but they can't. There's no escape from this. Like, if anything, they want to neutralize it, but it is what it is. They shouldn't have did it. It's a serious betrayal, and it's an eye for an eye because this is universal law. This has nothing to do with what we want. It's above our pay grade. You can forgive them, right? Knight of Cups, you can forgive them, but this must be balance, temperance. Ace of Swords. It's a hard and painful lesson to learn about who you should and should not be applying so much pressure to, and so uh, steadfast in your conviction to attack somebody. Let this be a lesson to all who come into Five of Swords energy where you feel like you must win. You must, by any means necessary. That is the most dangerous energy that you could encounter. That should tell you right then and there that you should run in the opposite direction. If someone vexes your spirit to that degree, read what it says. We're killed to die on, but at least you're what? Exactly. Because that's the energy of the Five of Swords. You better stop yourself. You better have a little control. You better temper yourself. My God. You try to learn from that person. But this, it leads to like delirium and crazy and all sorts of weird energies. Stop. Let this be a lesson. Let this be a warning with the double sevens. Some people, your ego will get you hurt. Yeah, there's friendly competition, but you should think long and hard before you go around trying to cause change in the negative direction for people. Before you think you just gonna get up and cause problems for somebody. Because what I understand from what I'm looking at is that if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, then I'm gonna treat you like a duck. And somebody understands what kind of energy you are just by how you present. We have 75, 57. We're going to look it up in a second. But interestingly enough, what's missing, these are the same suits. So we have the Six of Wands. That's in between those. Someone who wants attention. Someone who wants recognition. Someone who wants to be the leader, admire, admonish, all those things. Maybe not admonish. But they took things too far. Because they couldn't quite put their finger on it. They couldn't figure you out. Look, Ace of Swords, I'm telling you. This is where they are, and somebody really is stuck. Like Eight of Swords energy. Like they are being dragged to wherever they need to go to. Strength just showed itself. Like, man. Look, they know. They absolutely know why their life is falling apart. Sun card to the Tower. But you're being cleansed. You're being released from all of this. This work this person has done, it's finito. Ace of Cups. It's literally been cleansed away. Return to innocence. That's cute. Oh, yeah. Keep calling on your archangels. I told you, Archangel Michael really liked this shit. About the sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, it's being expelled from your system. brand new start, but you don't have to fight your battles. You just call on an angel and they take care of it. And I mean that. Oof. Any other messages? Impossible. Somebody's doing projection, like spell work, trying to cast a lot of negativity in your direction. I don't know why they think it's so low grade. Somebody trying to make you sick. That joint was really stuck. Make sure you go outside and get your vitamin D. Now, doctor, just tell me what I'm seeing. Ooh. It's so funny. They waiting on the tower to come towards you, but it's already been cleansed away. I keep seeing it. Also, there's somebody who's waiting for you to see them as a prize, as a catch. They're waiting on those loving feelings to stir within you. Yeah. Archangel Michael is alchemizing and transmuting that. Any feelings that pop up that's artificial, that's being cut, cleared, and canceled. I'm even getting like miraculous recovery from ailments. Look, 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. See how it still adds up to the 6 of Swords? Protect your mental space too. That's interesting. Like, you're not going to feel any sort of way about any more mind games, manipulation. Like, it's c'est la vie energy. You're not even going to have the energy or the want to engage with people for in like petty arguments. See? Somebody wants you to feel rejected, dejected. It's real basic. But you already know that this person just wants attention from you. They want you to look their way, and your whole body language is turned the other way. You refuse to see this asshole. You refuse. Like when every card I look at, like they head turn, they in front of somebody, they ignoring somebody. There is no type of reconciliation. I mean that it's huge. Because this is somebody who would rather use some sort of manipulation, whether spiritual, metaphysical, mental, it don't matter. But they would try to do that instead of trying to put the work in to reconcile with you. Eight of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Right. They're not going to do that. They're going to play the victim. You might have told this person they're deaf. Mm-hmm. Like this person thinks they have the mental capacity to manifest a tower in your life. King of Swords, Tower. Like I was getting that card from the psychic card. That no, not psychic card. No, it is the psychic tarot of the heart or for the heart. That's interesting. They really think they have it in them to like blast through. Like, they want to force you to take that cup from them. They want you to see them maybe the way you once did Queen of Wands energy, where they were attractive and appealing and larger than life type energy. And you like, no, really, this person is nothing more than a Knight of Wands, and they should feel very lucky that you were ever their lover, is what I'm getting. Oh, it's a no. Oh, it's a real no. Cycles close. They like they keep waiting on some form of calamity, heartbreak, betrayal, watching. Like, seriously, they're trying to cause destruction in your life, and the universe is not, like, endings and destruction, and the universe is not about to let that happen. No way, no how. You got a whole bugaboo. See? They the only ones who gonna get this tower for this conjure shit they trying to do. So they really think they got the mint. They better look. He said, you better enjoy it because it's about to be wrapped up for somebody. All right. What else, Holy Spirit? I like that because it, in a higher vibration, the full energy does make me feel like a spiritual tower because it's a leap of faith. You got to be catapulted, but it's like it looks like you're dropping, but you're really ascending. It's a whole thing. New beginnings. All right, for all my high priestesses out there, right? You got a fresh crop of haters, but they love your work. But it's a fresh crop of haters, but they love your work. But a fresh crop of haters sending you the evil eye, but they love your work. Because they know what they've been doing. It's the scorpionic energy. Oh, look what's on the bottom. Wheel of Fortune. Look. King of Cups. Ooh. I mean, a fresh crop of haters. And they think they're going to be able to, like, confuse you and make you think they're, like, really big fans and supporters. But what they need to figure out really quickly is that everybody get they do when they come for you. Real quick. Okay? These are also people who would like for you to, in some capacity, teach them. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Um, they want you to teach them the steps to something. I feel like these people will go from like foe to fan very quickly. Like I said, they're a fresh crop of haters, but they love your work. I feel like at a point they're just going to surrender to this because they your example is dope. Okay. Yeah. They really want to know how to manifest. I'm not even joking. Four of Pentacles to the Death card, right? Because they've tried to halt your finances, slow them down. They try to do all sorts of weird shit, but you continue to grow and to thrive through it, right? So now they just, and it's like, they don't think you know, but how could you not know? You show up as the High Priestess immediately, right? You're not naive to anything. You just choose your own path when it comes to all of that. Queen of Swords, Empress, to the Ace of Wands. Right. I would be weary of any sort of partnerships with these people. I feel like you will be compassionate. I feel like you will be kind to them. I feel like you will recognize the sneaky, devilish energy that is on them because you've encountered these sort of tricky energies already on your path, but you're going to see them clear as day. And primarily what you're going to see is that they're wounded and they need to heal. All of those things, you know, and they put on a good front, but you're going to see exactly what it is, right? Ace of Swords. After the Queen of Wands and the Dark Practitioner card, right? This is what it is. They want to know the secret to your recipe. You know what I mean? They want to know the sauce. How you make your sauce like that is what this feels like. Right. Yeah, you ain't gonna want no parts of this. Four of Cups, because you already gonna see it coming. Three of Wands, right? But it's all part of this cycle, and your ability to oscillate between the different energies rapidly, and going from a place of loving and open and blah blah blah, blah but also tapping into that masculine logical side, being able to navigate contracts, partnerships, collaborations, how you should act, if you should act, you know, a lot of things are going to come up in the arena of professional development. Eight of Pentacles, Hierophant. Okay. Look, now we got all four pages. Like I said, a new crop, a fresh crop. Fresh crop. Nine of Wands, here's Justice. You're going to teach these people a fine and dandy lesson. But that's your job. But you already know that. You just be waiting for the universe to drop the next round on you. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. You know what you signed up for? Wow. You gonna teach them how to manifest, all right? Yo, you funny. You gonna teach them universal law? Yo, you so funny. You gonna teach them that you saw them from Jump Street, that you were awakened to their bullshit? Look, son. Ooh. You gonna teach them how quickly the tables can turn? Ooh. You gonna teach them some limits? Seven of Wands. All right. Ooh. Ooh, you not the version you used to be. I tell you that shit. Ooh. You like, I'm the Huckleberry, didn't you? Six of Wands, you said you the one for the job? Oh shit, that's funny. You are not intimidated, I see. You are not worried, I see it. Like I said, you cool with it. Look. You like, oh, you wanna get dark? Oh god, yo, you funny. No, for real though. The wheels of karma go round and round, round and round. Wheels of karma go round and round. Oh. You're gonna catch a thief in the act. You might even, for some of you, you might witness an exchange of projectiles. Okay, I'm trying to keep it for the censors. This could be a robbery. You You might see somebody really get injured. Please be careful. Yeah, especially if you by yourself. Yeah, the altercation turns potentially lethal. You better listen to your intuition. You know, that intuition say, hey, I don't think you should stop there. Don't stop there, okay? Oof. Eight of Cups. See? Like somebody about to walk into a trap. I knew I heard the sirens coming. Confirmation. Be careful. See? Somebody, you're gonna see somebody pass. Oh, shit. But I'm getting this really is somebody karma. Look, as I say that, High Priestess of Justice, I feel like this is really, ooh, this could be like a hidden enemy. Ooh, this somebody, I don't know. I don't want to say you was waiting on this person, but to a degree, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe you sold it in your mind's eye. You was like, you know who they are. Yeah, you know what they play with. Yeah. This is somebody who was targeting you, collective, over money. It's always over money. Yeah. I feel like this person refused to learn the lessons of self-control. Yeah, because of their lack of self-discipline. Wow. Ten of Pentacles, Judgment. And because of their refusal to allow you to progress into your Ten of Pentacles, I'm really getting that. I feel like this person, yeah, they're getting called home. Like they don't, you're gonna watch this person's spirit leave their body. They'll be back. I feel like for some reason it's some shit like from a past life they still paying on. It's the scorpionic energy, Pluto energy, Piscean energy. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this shit. I really do feel like that. That looks like a exchange, a barrage, you know. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who was trying to do stuff against your health. Big time. Somebody who spoke very disparagingly about you to you. I cannot believe it's getting struck like that. This person might have. We in June. July, August. Might be August. July 7th. This person could transit. Yeah, somewhere between July and August. Wow. I'm so sorry. Yo, seriously. Somebody could refuse to accept this, but they know. They are acutely aware that they've had like months. I don't know what they did, but they know they had months. Yeah, I'm seeing 2 months if they good. Wow. Please stop. Like that's not nice. I'm not on one of them right now. Like, let me grab one of these. I covered this. This. No, give me one for the chariot. Thank you. The mark of destiny. Fate leaves the mark on you and becomes your guide. Didn't I tell you? Some things are just like if somebody went and got their palms read, this is might be how they found out this information. Yeah, there's some sort of mark. If you're into palmistry and all that, then you would know. Like seriously, if you really study, but there's a mark on this person's lifeline, like heart line, yeah, lifeline, and it showed something. This somebody might give you a call to try to make peace. I'm not kidding. Like they really might come and try to seek forgiveness before they transition. Oof. I just saw a bunch of females. So this could be a group of folks who were not just coming after you, that sort of thing, but like a circle, a coven. And I feel like it actually started pretty innocently enough. The little circle I'm seeing here, like, but in their youth, I feel like respect. Why am I getting craft vibes? You know, the original craft. There's a King of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles, and I feel like that is our talents and attributes that are passed down generationally. That's also what this Ten of Pentacles can be in terms of wealth and abundance. Yeah, see? They tried to block that shit. Like, let's say one's a pentacle, one's a wand, one's a cup, you know, all equally important, should be working together. But when you are the cup, you know what I mean? Look, as I say that, I feel like this was discovered in your late teens, early 20s for some of you by these people, who you are and what your particular type of elemental offer is. Right. See, your energy was always peaceful, was calming. I feel like you were identified as a healer, potentially even an earth angel or angelic qualities to you. But I feel like this work that was being done on you, this shit been going on for a minute. Yeah, because somebody like was working with this energy, King of Wands, Devil, right? This is the energy, this is the spirit. It's a very powerful, um, dark energy, okay? They was working with it, right? Five of Swords, because somebody was hell-bent determined to have that lifestyle, Queen of Pentacles lifestyle, that is easily accomplished, so to speak, when you're the Empress, when you embody that energy, right? I feel like there's resentment here because of your manifestation ability, how you always seem to get what you want, Nine of Cups. And so a lot of effort had been made to truly slow you down so people could manifest off of you, especially when you were in, we'll just say, a darker space. It was easier to pull and get you to manifest and alchemize things for them. But once you entered, you know, knowingly into your spiritual contract, I feel like that became harder and harder to do. Yeah, because you stepped into your power. Emperor energy. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So I feel like then these people started to, it's like cast some sort of illusion about a destined love that's expected to come into your life. They tried to cause calamity, Tower energy, Five of Wands. All of this was done out of jealousy and spite because somebody happened to have Saul, right? But what they didn't see was your capacity to reinvent yourself. What they didn't know is that all the tools were embedded in you. You're all the aces, okay? And there's your spiritual strength. You are the vessel. Page of Cups, like I said. Things were known very early. Yeah. And they wanted to put you in some sort of codependency. But these people are on their way out, okay? I didn't want to harp, yeah, harp too long on their demise and destruction. It is happening. When your hands change, shit. Somebody's like on a final destination run right now. Okay? And everybody who worked with them, it's faded. Just call the star card. It is truly faded. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it here. I hope this helped you. Just know all your worries, metaphorically speaking, are over. Your paths and your roads are open. The BS has been cleared away. Anybody still plotting on you, they should change course real quick. Yeah, real quick. As the storm is rolling, and there will be lots and lots of people who will be affected by it in different ways. Okay, and then look, the winds of destiny, moving with the wind to pursue greater possibilities. That's what I'm feeling. So when that wind pick up and them trees get the look, cause you the key to destiny. And if doors refuse to unlock naturally, we will kick them down, right? All right. Bye, guys. Love you.